With the Hungarian Grand Prix on this weekend, I wanted to take a look at 5 drivers that you should be looking out for around the Hungaroring. Now, this is obviously now entering the second half of the season. We've passed the halfway point at the end of the British Grand Prix. So which 5 drivers am I looking out for this weekend? Well, unsurprisingly, the first one that I'm going to highlight is none other than Sir Lewis Hamilton. This is one of Hamilton's best tracks on the calendar. He's won here on 8 previous occasions. He's also claimed pole position a record 9 times around this track. He can equal his record of 9 Grand Prix victories at the same circuit and at the same event if he manages to win this weekend. Hamilton, of course, did manage to get pole position here last year. Mercedes also claimed pole position with George Russell the year prior in 2022. However, neither of those were converted into victories, with Max Verstappen of Red Bull claiming the top step of the podium on both occasions. Hamilton has an unbelievable record round here, and he obviously won around the British Grand Prix too. Mercedes won in Austria as well, so I'm expecting big things from them here. Overtaking is very difficult around Hungary, so if they get pole position again and have good pace like they did in Silverstone, I would heavily back them for the victory. The next driver I'm going to highlight is none other than Oscar Piastri. Hungary is the home to a lot of different drivers' first wins over the years. Fernando Alonso got his first victory in the sport in 2003, for example. And there's quite a few other examples as well of drivers getting their first wins around here. Heikki Kovalainen even claimed his only victory here in 2008. So, are we going to see Piastri get his first win in F1? I know some people will be saying, oh, but he got a victory at the sprint in Qatar. Doesn't count as a Grand Prix victory. It's a win, but it is not a Grand Prix victory, alright? So I'm looking to see if the Aussie's going to get his first Grand Prix victory. And you know what? He was really unlucky around Silverstone. If McLaren just had better strategy and were able to double stack, I think he would have been in the shot for a win. I think he definitely would have been up there with Lando Norris as well. McLaren having an extremely fast car but unable to convert it to victories, is that going to change this weekend? Let's see what happens with him. Third, I am choosing Sergio Perez to talk about. The man who is under so much scrutiny and pressure at the moment. I honestly feel sorry for him, genuinely. It's been such a rough ride for him. There is that rumoured contract clause that nobody's denying exists that says that if he's 100 points or more behind Max Verstappen before the summer break, then Red Bull can cancel his contract. Whether that's true or not doesn't really matter in a sense, because Red Bull will just probably get rid of him anyway if they want to, even in a cost cap era. He has to perform better. Yes, the car has not been at its best, but his qualifying in particular recently has been atrocious. Around a track where qualifying is so important and overtaking is so difficult, you really expect Perez to do better, but this has not been a good track for him over the years either, so I think this could be quite a difficult weekend for the Mexican. Next up, I am choosing Daniel Ricciardo as my number 4 driver. The man who drives the number 3 claimed a famous victory back in Hungary in 2014. He's under a bit of pressure himself, believe it or not, despite there being rumours of him potentially getting promoted to Red Bull for the second half of the season, but there are also rumours of him being axed in favour of Liam Lawson or potentially Isaac Hadjar, whether that's going to be the summer break this year or next year. Either way, this is a golden opportunity for Danny Ric to improve his championship standings, but he is under pressure, and also VCARB have not been in the best form recently, especially compared to one of their main rivals in the championship, Haas. Haas have been in incredible form recently, producing some fantastic points finishes, especially in the hands of Nico Hulkenberg. Haas have confirmed that Ollie Behrman is going to be driving for the team next season, with Esteban Ocon heavily rumoured to be in that second seat as well. But I'm choosing to look at Hulkenberg here because he's been pretty impressive recently, to say the least, particularly in qualifying as well. Again, this is a hard track to pass around. Qualifying is very important. I expect Nico Hulkenberg to get a strong points finish and edge Haas closer to RB in the constructor standings as a result. But those are my 5 drivers I'm looking out for, guys. Who are you looking out for this weekend around the Hungaroring? Let us know in the comments below as always. And for much more content from the pinnacle of motorsport, keep it tuned right here to the Formula1Chronicle.com.